I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Bunton.
Here.
Dempsey.
Here.
Ford.
Here.
Fournier.
Here.
Pratt.
Here.
Menser.
Here. Need a motion to excuse Commissioner Campbell?
Motion to excuse Commissioner Campbell.
Support.
Roll call?
Bunton.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Pratt.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Announcements, acknowledgements, communications, or reports. Do we have any this evening? Adoption of the agenda. I need a motion.
Move to adopt agenda as presented.
Support. Oh, you got it.
Roll call?
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Pratt.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Bunton.
Yes.
Okay, public participation.
7-1.
This is the time you may address this body. All we ask is that you give us your name, address, and you adhere to our 3-minute rule.
Ruthie Stevenson, 69 Bain Street. Most of you are aware of those statues on the corner of northbound Gratiot and Robertson. Well, tomorrow there will be a conversation on that corner concerning the statues. At our breakfast that we had last Tuesday for all the funders and the city of Mount Clemens and people that came, depending on your age and how old you were, people saw different things. The younger people saw the ghost, the scary stuff. The middle-aged saw diversity, and us older people saw this is what America looks like, you know. So tomorrow there will be a conversation. Dr. Martin will be on that corner, and bring your chairs and a few nibbles or whatever you want to bring. Conversation starting at 7 o'clock. And then at 7
AM or PM?
p.m. Oh,
Thank you.
7:30 p.m.
Thank you.
And then we're going to move across the street to the other one, which is Confessions, the one that's multicolored and whatever. And the whole city's, you know, this art stuff that's going on in the city is bringing people together to have conversation. But that one on the corner of northbound Gratiot has gotten more conversation and conversation as to what is. So, you know, people can come just have conversation. Also, the church is going to retain those pieces, and we intend to make a park out of that corner, put down pavers and, you know, benches and things like that. So I have some information here for those who would like to be involved or even come to say something. You know, a lot of times we hold our conversations in, and the Word of God says, know those who labor among you. And a lot of times we just need to you know, not vent, but let's have some feasible conversation.
Okay. Anyone else?
After she passes everything,
Oh, go ahead.
'cause I got stuff too.
Pass out night. Why don't you, yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you pass yours out and then,
Makes sense. This is going to be related to my discussion. It's not as fancy as her paper.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys letting me do this. Let's see. Should happen. Oop. Trip myself. All right. I shall begin now.
Okay.
My name's Mike Zubis. I'm from 221 Cass Avenue, and I want to talk about 67 Cass Avenue, the old Macomb Daily building. I was curious the other week. I was wondering why it isn't for sale. I mean, it looks like it should be for sale. You think it would be for sale, but I've looked around at all these realty sites, and none of these say that it's for sale. So I've come up with some data, and I think I found some pretty nefarious activities that have happened recently. I think that's the cause of all this. Now this graph here, this first page is a graph from when it was sold. This is the best graph, but I put the URL on top, so when you go home you can look this up, and it's a lot more interactive. You can check it at any time between when the building was last sold at 2007 to more recently, and it shows the graph of how the value goes up and down. It started at 70,000, and then at 2015, if you see that $1 sign, that's when it was sold from one LLC, Daily Planet Properties, to another LLC for $50,000, which dropped the value right there and kept the value low. And then if you see that other dip there in 2007, well, I'll go to that next page here. It's later on. But I've noticed that I know that the city was trying to really do something with this. I saw the original design of them back in 2007, and I noticed that the taxes were frozen from then for 12 years, which is from July 27, 2007 to today. So I'm thinking with this information after this, if you look at the next page, 2 pages over from this one, you will notice that I have found some irregularities in the naming of certain people inside these, because technically this shows that there are people living inside 67 Cass Avenue right now. That's what it says here. And some of those people is named M. Eastern, E. Market, H. Simmons, and J. Zender and whatnot. These people, I'm not giving you the full names, I got all this information for free. And I noticed some of these people are obviously fake. I mean, M. Eastern, E. Market, but some of these other people are actually real people. And what they did was they found people that were over the age of 60 or 70, and found out, like there's this one gentleman, I forgot the last name, Sablia. But anyways, he lives in Houghton Lake, but he's also registered for this address. So he lives all the way out in Houghton Lake and here at the same time. And then if you go to the last page here, this is the most interesting part. After the 2015 sale, the taxes dropped by half. It went from $1,000 a year on a possible taxability to about $600 to $400 a year. They sliced the tax rate by doing the sale in 2015. But they also, in 2017, took a loan out from the original owner for $200,000 at a rate of 0%.
Okay.
So I really hope that the city can look into this.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. No administrative responses, so approval of the minutes from previous meetings.
Motion to approve the minutes from the work session and the regular meeting of June 17th, 2019.
Support. Roll call?
Ford,
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crab,
Yes.
Menser,
Yes.
Bunton,
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes. General business, 9A, request approval to continue the publication and distribution of the city newsletter through C&G newspapers. Need a motion?
Move to approve the printing and distribution of the Clementine newsletter on a quarterly basis at a cost of $1,410.98 per publication.
Support.
For the past 12 years, the city has published a newsletter utilizing C&G newspapers for the distribution of the newsletter through the Journal. We continue to receive very positive feedback from the residents and various readers indicating that they find the articles in the newsletter both informative and useful. For that reason, we would like to continue this publication. The formatting will stay the same. At this time, we are seeking approval to publish the newsletter at the schedule and rates listed below. July, August, and September for $1,410.98. October, November, December, $1,410.98. January, February, and March, $1,410.98. And April, May, and June for $1,410.98, totaling $5,643.92 for the year.
Questions, comments? Commissioner Menser.
I just wondered, approximately how many households do you know that the C&G goes to? And I wondered if that goes to other surrounding communities also.
It goes to every household in the city, which is over 5,000.
Oh, I was say almost
Almost
6,000.
six.
Almost six.
Almost 6,000.
And doesn't it cover some other adjoining cities and townships too?
It might overlap a
It covers
little bit.
Harrison Township, and it
Yes.
covers Clinton Township.
Okay, just making sure.
All three of them.
Okay.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crop,
Yes.
Menser,
Yes.
Bunton,
Yes.
Dempsey,
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Purchase payments of invoices, need a motion?
Motion to approve purchase and payment of invoices as presented.
Support.
Roll call, please. Are there any questions? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Crop,
Yes.
Menser,
Yes.
Bunton,
Yes.
Dempsey,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Okay, consent agenda.
Motion to approve this consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Roll call?
Menser,
Yes.
Bunton,
Yes.
Dempsey,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Okay, city managers report.
Thank you to the Wayne and Joan Weber Foundation, Oakland University Macomb, and the Downtown Development Authority for once again sponsoring and hosting the annual fireworks display on Friday, June 28, 2019. The event has been a long-standing, family-oriented tradition for years, and we greatly appreciate the opportunity to enjoy an evening which brings the entire community together. City offices will be closed on Thursday, July 4th for the Independence Day holiday. There will be no refuse pickup on Thursday, July 4th. Pickup will run one day behind schedule beginning Friday, July 5th. Refuse pickup for Monday, July 1st, Tuesday, July 2nd, and Wednesday, July 3rd will be picked up on schedule. The July, August, September edition of the Clementine's newsletter is scheduled to be delivered with the Journal newspaper on Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. And despite the rain this spring, the Harrington Rehabilitation Project was open to two-way traffic a week ahead of schedule. There are a few punch list items left to complete. However, I'd like to thank everyone for their patience during this project. And all Mount Clemens residents have been invited to take part in Jimmy John's Field City Nights by attending the City of Mount Clemens Night on Wednesday, July 24, 2019. Gates open at 6 p.m. Game time is at 7:05 p.m. and any resident will receive $4 off any grandstand tickets by using promo code Mount Clemens 19, MTCLEMENS 19. For ticket information, call 248-601-2400 or visit www.uspbl.com. Jimmy John's Field is located at 7171 Auburn Road in Utica. That's all I have.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments on the city manager's report? Okay, seeing none, commissioners report. Commissioner Crop?
I would like to thank everyone who attended our first Waterfront Wednesday last month in June, and it was for only having a day and a half to promote it. We had about 20 people attend, and so I expect in July we should have a lot more attending since it seemed to be catching a buzz. So it was exciting. July 17th from 11:30 to 1 will be Waterfront Wednesday. Just bring your lunch, call a carryout in at one of the local restaurants, or pack your lunch and join us over by the gazebo. We had cornhole games. We'll have some yard games, and we had music, and lots of people to meet. So join us. I attended the SEMCOG meeting, the Southeastern Michigan Council of Government, last Thursday, and they honored Clinton Township Supervisor Robert Cannon. We had the meeting at Macomb Community College, and Supervisor Cannon obviously had a long history with SEMCOG and has done a lot for there, so that was really nice to see that somebody local from Macomb County was honored by SEMCOG. They also have on their website semcog.org, semcog.org, a really great video about the One Water campaign, and it talks about not putting like your kitchen grease and making sure your leaves don't go down the grass clippings, don't go down the drains, and it really just talks about being responsible for helping our infrastructure and the water runoff. It also talks about, using reusable water bottles. It was a really great presentation, and I would encourage everyone to go to semcog.org. It's right on their homepage, very easy to find, and it only takes about 7 minutes to watch the video. They also have a walk, bike, run safely campaign, and I coordinated with our city sneakers group and was able to get them from SEMCOG. They had some really neat bracelets that lit up, and so that the idea is if you bike at night or run at night, it's your responsibility to be lit so that you can see, so people can see you while driving. And I thought that was a really great campaign too. Also available on their website. They have a nice little video about it, semcog.org. They're also going to pair up with our city sneakers again and give them some fun, tchotchkes. Yeah. Ones that you can actually use though. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Button.
Okay, first, I'd like to thank the DDA and all of the people concerned with the fireworks. I thought we always put on a class show, and it just it's good to see that, and it's good to have people from the surrounding communities come in and see what we're all about. And we're a class act, and that's all there is to it. I'd also like to comment, I think Commissioner Kropp really read my mind because that was on my agenda as well. We seem to be deep into the grass cutting season, so I would like to encourage you to keep your grass clippings off of the sidewalks, off the street. Whether you have your own grass cutting by yourself or whether you're hiring a service. The grass clippings should not be left on the streets or on the sidewalk. Those clippings will get washed into the sewer system and cause damage to the system, which will ultimately require costly service or replacement of the system, which in turn costs the city and ultimately the residents of the city a lot of money. So please be thoughtful. Things to celebrate. Month-long celebrations, Dog Days of Summer, which starts July 3rd and lasts until August 11th. And that's usually the hottest time, the time that most people want to get involved with some cooling off or, recreational activities. So keep that in mind, the Dog Days of Summer. This is also hot dog, ice cream, and picnic month. Special days to celebrate. July 1st is Canadian Day or Dominion Day, celebration of Canadians' nationalism, heritage, and pride. Canada became self-governing on July 1st, 1867. That's after us. With the passage of the British North American Act passed by British Parliament. On July 4th, that's the United States of America Independence Day. Thomas Jefferson led the committee to craft the Declaration of Independence in June of 1776. A final draft was voted in by the 13 colonies on July 4th, 1776. The final signature was added August in 1776. Well, with all of that said, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the freedoms that this document affords each and every American. Let us not take for granted those freedoms that it gives us. Let us guard and protect them from foreign and domestic attacks. Foreign and domestic attacks. Okay. There are many more bizarre and unique holidays to celebrate in the first 2 weeks of this month. So some of those would be July 5th is National Apple Turnover Day. July 6th is International Kissing Day. July 7th is Chocolate Day. So if you can't, somehow you should be able to find something to celebrate. I believe you should celebrate life every day, but some of us have need a special reason to celebrate, And these are just a few to consider if you can't think of anything else on your own. Commissioner Wisdom, instead of wishing and praying that life becomes easier, wish and pray that you have the faith, strength, and ability to make the best of what you have. Also, throw in that, we don't need more strength, more ability, or more opportunity. What we need is to make full use of what we have, and that's by Basil Walsh. And with those thoughts, we'll say good night.
Thank you. Commissioner Fournier?
I want to also thank everyone involved in the fireworks display, especially Oakland University and the Weber Foundation. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible, and we really appreciate their support. As we celebrate this week, I hope everyone celebrates and has a great week, but I hope we celebrate responsibly. After the fireworks this week, I had in my backyard, it was about 12 fireworks all taped together. And it went off at about 11:30 and scared the bejeebus out of all of us. And so please, these are dangerous things. It can really hurt someone, and I'll never quite understand why the loud noise excites some people. I think the beautiful ones are fun, but please celebrate responsibly and wisely. We have rules around the fireworks. Please, they're on the website. Look them up, follow them. But have a happy 4th of July.
On that note, thank you. Commissioner Ford?
I too would like to compliment the people on the fireworks. They were really nice. Also, you should see Shady Side right now. A lot of kids are down there playing on those toys.
Cool, great. Good to hear.
That's it.
Commissioner Menser?
I just want to remind people that Meet Up and Eat Up is taking place at 4 locations in Mount Clemens. It's taking place at Mount Clemens High School. It's taking place at the YMCA, the American Lutheran Church on Mulberry Street, and at Washington Elementary. These are free lunch programs for school-age children. It goes from June 24th through August 23rd. Breakfast is served from 8:30 to 9:30. You don't have to bring anything, just show up and be hungry. Lunch is 11 to 12:30. If you need more information, you can dial 211, or you can text the word food to 877-877. I'd like to give a shout out to Cadillac Asphalt, one of our local businesses on Mary Street. They reached out to our fire department to obtain certification and training and certification for their men in confined space emergencies and rescues. For our firefighter Dave Buscayeno, he arranged 24 hours of training over 3 days for some of our firefighters and for Cadillac Asphalt employees. And after the training, Cadillac Asphalt donated $3,000 to the firefighter union IAF 838. That money will be used for in their equipment fund for ropes, hardware, and rescue boards. This donation will reduce some of the burden on the city to, and their budget to purchase, new equipment, and that's a good thing. Remember, we also had that really massive, nice donation from the tier sales of the Lucas, life-saving machine. So, congratulations to these guys becoming certified, to our guys for being certified, and thank you very much, Cadillac Asphalt. And I'd also like to say farewell to Lieutenant Charles Jawar of our fire department. Charles retired. His last duty day was Saturday. His last day as an employee of the city of Mount Clemens was Sunday. Chuck had 24 years of service with the city. He was firefighter of the year, I believe, a couple of times. He was a good leader. He was well respected, and he was a very strongly skilled firefighter. His presence will be missed, and I hope that we fill that position as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you. I too would like to thank the Weber Foundation, Wayne and Joanne Weber, Oakland University, and Glowworks, who also sponsored this year the fireworks. As many people know that these types of events cannot happen in the city of Mount Clemens without sponsorship and the help of people out there to make this happen for us. So I greatly appreciate that they continue and have continued for years to support this tradition that we have here in Mount Clemens. Just to piggyback on Commissioner Menser, Jermaine Jackson Center, I was told from 11 to 4, Monday through Thursday, has lunch for anyone that is in need of lunch. Not necessarily children, but anybody that's in need of lunch. Am I correct? Okay, I want to make sure. And also, the Wilson Gym. I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Pastor Ireland has programs over there for children in Mount Clemens and the surrounding areas, and they too feed the children breakfast and lunch. Last Tuesday when I was there, I'm trying to remember the dates, they fed 37 children for breakfast and 57 for lunch. And they have really great programs over there. So there's a lot of places for people to send the children, and those for the summer months. If anybody is interested in finding that out, please don't hesitate to call the city at 586-469-6818, extension 315, and Jennifer will probably kill me for that, giving her extension out because she's being bombarded with other things right now. But I'm sure she'll be able to help you connect to where you would like to spend, or the children spend their summer. So with that, I am looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?